Dear friends, welcome to Bond with Arctic Chemistry YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to explain elevation of boiling point and also derivation of relation between elevation of boiling point and molecular weight of solute. Before going into the elevation of boiling point, we have to know the difference between evaporation and boiling, and also we have to know the definition of boiling point. Evaporation, this process occurs on the surface of the liquid. But boiling, this one occurs throughout the liquid. In evaporation, there is no formation of bubbles. There is no bubbling effect. But in case of boiling, you can observe there is a formation of bubbles. So there is a bubbling effect. Evaporation, this process takes place very slow. Boiling, this process is very fast and quick. In case of evaporation, there is a cooling of surroundings. You can find there is a cooling. But in case of boiling, this boiling process does not lead to the cooling of surroundings. These are the key differences between evaporation and boiling. Evaporation takes place when the vapor pressure of the liquid is less than atmospheric pressure. When the vapor pressure of the liquid reaches to atmospheric pressure, when it is equal to atmospheric pressure, there is a boiling of liquid takes place. Boiling point, this is the temperature at which the vapor pressure of the liquid is equal to atmospheric pressure. It means the temperature at which a liquid boils, that temperature is called as boiling point. When you add non-volatile solute to the solvent, the result solution has less vapor pressure when compared with the vapor pressure of the solvent. So there is a lowering of vapor pressure takes place. In order to increase the vapor pressure of the solution at the level of atmospheric pressure, we have to heat the solution. We have to provide more heat to the solution when compared with solvent. So the boiling point of the solution is higher than the boiling point of the pure solvent. So there is a increase in boiling point when you add non-volatile solute to the solvent. The elevation of boiling point can be defined. It is a difference in boiling point of solution Tb and boiling point of pure solvent, that is Tb naught. So delta Tb is equal to, this is the elevation of boiling point, is equal to Tb minus Tb naught. Derivation of relation between molecular weight of solute and elevation of boiling point. For this we have to take vapor pressure curves of a solvent and also solution. In vapor pressure curves, you can find vapor pressure on y-axis and temperature on x-axis. If you take vapor pressure curve of solvent, there is an exponential increase in vapor pressure of the solvent with the increase in temperature. When you add non-volatile solute to the solvent, there is a formation of solution. The vapor pressure of the solution is less than the vapor pressure of the solvent. When you add more solute, more non-volatile solute to the solvent, there is a formation of solution 2. In this case, the vapor pressure is less when compared with solution 1 and solvent. So when you add non-volatile solute to the solvent, there is a decrease in vapor pressure. In this curve, the point A, this one represents the boiling point of pure solvent, that is Tb naught. B represents the boiling point of solution 1. C represents the boiling point of solution 2, that is T2. At Tb naught, that is at a boiling point of pure solvent, the vapor pressure of the solvent is Pa naught, that is equal to 1 atmosphere. But the vapor pressure of the solution 1 at Tb naught is less than Pa naught, that is P1, and solution 2 even less than P1, that is P2. From this graph, you can find two triangles. For dilute solutions, the curve BD and CE, these are parallel and also straight lines. So this is valid for dilute solutions only. So from this graph, you can identify two triangles. One is ABD and the second one is ACG. Okay, from this graph, you can identify two triangles. Okay, let us take the two triangles. This one is ABD. This is the first triangle ABD. So ABD. And then the next triangle is this one ACG. This is the next triangle ACG. These two triangles are similar triangles. So since the corresponding angle, this one is A and this one is A, these two are congruent. B is incongruent with C and D is incongruent with E. And also the corresponding sides ratio, if we take AB by AC is equal to AD by AE. Since the corresponding angles are incongruent and the corresponding sides are in proportion, these two triangles are similar triangles. From these two triangles, similar triangles, we can express AB by AC is equal to AD by AE. Here AB, this is a boiling point difference between a solution 1, that is T1, and pure solvent TB0. AC, this is the AC. This one is AC. This is the difference between T2 and TB0. So in place of AC, you can put T2 minus TB0. And AD, this is the difference. AD is the difference. So this is the AD. This is the difference between PA0 and P1. And AE, this is the AE. This is the difference between PA0 and P2. So AB by AC is equal to AD by AE can be expressed. That implies T1 minus TB0 by T2 minus TB0 is equal to PA0 minus P1 by PA0 minus P2. So from this you can say the delta T, this one is the delta T1, the first one is the delta T1, the second one is the delta T2. This one is elevation of boiling point for solution 1, this one is elevation of boiling point for solution 2. Okay, the ratio is equal to, this one is delta P1 by delta P2. This is the logging of vapor pressure for first solution and this is the logging of vapor pressure for the second solution. So here from this equation you can say delta PB is directly proportional to delta P. So you can express delta PB is directly proportional to delta P means it is the difference between vapor pressure of solvent and vapor pressure of the solution. Here PA naught, this one is constant for a solvent. If we take a particular solvent, PA naught is constant. So delta TB is proportional to PA naught minus PS can be expressed as delta TB is directly proportional to PA naught minus PS by PA naught since PA naught is constant. From relative lowering of vapor pressure from Raoult's law, PA naught minus PS by PA naught is equal to WB by MB into MA by WA. So from this equation, from first equation and from second equation, you can conclude that delta TB is directly proportional to WB into MA by MB into WA. Here WB is weight of solute, this one is molecular weight of solute, molecular weight of solvent and weight of solvent. We know that for particular solvent MA is constant, molecular weight is constant. So we can simplify this equation. Delta TB is directly proportional to WB by MB into WA. Here there is a proportionality constant, that is delta TB is equal to KB into WB by MB into WA. This proportionality constant is equal to delta TB, that is elevation of boiling point, when W by MB is equal to 1 and also WA is equal to 1 kg. Suppose if you take 1 mole of solute, WB by MB is equal to 1 means you are taking 1 mole of solute, and WA is equal to 1 kg. You are taking 1 kg of solvent, then delta TB is equal to KB. So how can you define KB? KB is the boiling point elevation produced when 1 mole of solute is dissolved in 1 kg of the solvent. Here KB is boiling point constant. It is also called as ebullioscopic constant, or molar elevation constant. So you have got this relation, delta TB is equal to KB WB by MB into WA. When WA is in grams, then you have to divide with WA by 1000. When it is in kilograms, the above expression in previous expression is in kilograms. When you convert it into grams, you have to divide with 1000. So delta TB is equal to KB into WB by MB into 1 by WA by 1000. So finally you will get delta TB is equal to KB into WB by MB into 1000 by WA. We know that this expression, this one, is a formula of molality. What is molality? Molality is a number of moles of solute per 1 kg solvent. So finally you will get delta TB is equal to KB into molality. Okay, this equation is very important equation. Okay, this is the relation between delta TB and molality. And also we can calculate molecular weight of solute by using this expression. Suppose when you take this term this side, and you will get delta TB this side. So finally you will get MB is equal to KB WB by delta TB into 1000 by WA. By using this equation, you can calculate the molecular weight of the solute. Here the ebullioscopic constant or molar elevation constant or boiling point constant can be obtained by thermodynamic laws. From thermodynamics, we can derive Kb is equal to RKb squared by 1000 LV. This Kb depends on boiling point of the solvent and also the latent heat of vaporization. Here R is gas constant and Kb is boiling point of solvent, and Lv is molar latent heat of vaporization. For water, the Kb value is 0.52 Kelvin Kg inverse mole. The units of Kb is Kelvin Kg inverse mole. How can you get? We know that Kb is equal to delta Tb by molality. Here delta Tb it is expressed in Kelvin, and the molality number of moles. So it will be number of moles per kg substance. So this one will be equal to mole inverse kg. Sorry, this units are kg mole inverse, not kg inverse mole. It's kg mole inverse. Okay, this is about elevation of boiling point. Thank you.